What's up? If you're anything like me and you seek freedoms like, time freedom, financial freedom, being your own boss, work-life balance, all that sort of stuff, then you'll understand that going from being an employee to an online business owner is a must. It's got to happen. But where does freelancing fit into the grand scheme of things? Well, if being an employee is here and owning an online business is here, then freelancing is much closer to up there than it is to down the bottom. And freelancing is much more similar to owning an online business than being an employee. It's a great step in the right direction that can provide many of the freedoms you seek. So in this video, a pretty high level 5-step guide to start freelancing, and then a whole bunch of sites with freelance data entry jobs for beginners. So if you want to actually just skip straight to that part, then go to this timestamp that's showing up on the screen now. All right, let's do it. Check it out. What's up, guys? It is Rowan here from LWAH, where we help you find freedom and work-life balance by sharing information on making extra side income, finding a work from home job, and starting an online business. So if that sounds good, hit subscribe and smack that bell so you don't miss out on the awesome content we've got in store. Now, as I'm not sure if I mentioned it already, but this is in a series of actually 5 videos to do with data entry. So if you want to know more about the data entry job description and salaries, then you can check out the first card that flashes up here. The second card is if you want to know more about the different types of data entry work, so check out that card. Otherwise, if you want to know more about what skills you need in data entry and where you can acquire these skills so you can upskill for success, then the third card that's flashing up in the corner can help you with that. So if you're bored or frustrated with your job and wondering how you can actually make a change, you're not alone. In fact, a common question is, where can I start? The answer: freelancing. It's the best way to dive into and get as close to owning an online business without dipping your toes in and taking more risk than you feel like you might need to. But then another question might be, what's a good line of work to get into though? The answer: data entry, because it's not a huge skill set that you need. You don't really need formal education. So it's quite a low barrier of entry. So yeah, you can really slot into it with minimal experience. Oh, data entry. But where do I find clients? We'll get to that in just a second, but first, the 5 steps to becoming a freelancer, whether it's in the data entry industry or not. Okay, let's dive into this. Freelancing as a home-based business, be your own boss. That's what we're all about with Love Work at Home. As much as I do care and I enjoy and think it's important that all the stuff that's extra side income and work from home jobs, it's being your own boss and having an own online business that gives you the freedoms that, no other avenue can give you. So step 1 is determine what you're good at. Or if you want to head down the path of data entry, then check out the blog in the description below, which has some online courses to help you upskill. Or again, you can, in the description below, there will be that link to our video on upskilling and online courses. Step number 2 is to set up a quality profile on a few sites that I'm just about to share with you. So spend some time on this. It really needs to showcase your personality, your resume, your skills, and all that good stuff, because this is an important part to winning jobs. Step number 3 is finding projects and start micro-tasking or bidding. So some tips if you need to bid, with whichever platform you use. I know that's on, say, Upwork or Freelancer. They have a typical bidding kind of process. So if you need to bid, send a client a direct message saying you'd love to work on their project and trying to engage them in some back and forth messaging. As much as this has frustrated me in the past when freelancers have messaged me, it actually works. I get into a bit of conversation and then I just go, you know what, I just want to engage someone and get someone on board. So it really does work. Also, while you're new at any freelancing site, start with lower bids to gain a bit of experience and some good ratings and reviews. Step number 4 is work. Before starting work, make sure that both you and the employer are aligned in terms of project scope, deadlines, milestone payments, etc. So there will be no issues along the way. Also, ensure you impress your clients by being on time, in budget, and communicating your progress along the way. If it feels like you're going to be late, we're all human. Let them know before the project is due that you're going to be late. Don't be late and then grovel afterwards and say, oh, sorry, I'm late because of this. Let them know before. Say, oh, listen, I've got something coming up. I'm really sorry. You'll know how to word it, but tell them before. Also, they're going to rate you after you deliver, and they won't hold back if you are late or trying to charge them more or something like that. If you're trying to be dodgy and weaselly about it, they will give you a bad rating, and that is terrible for getting future projects. Step number 5 is cash out and seek 5-star feedback. Always aim for 5-star feedback. The accumulation of lots of 5-star reviews is one of the most important additions to your portfolio. On sites like Fiverr.com, you can ask your client for a good rating, a video, and even a tip for a job well done. Okay, time for some freelance data entry jobs for beginners. To be honest, these sites cater to intermediate and advanced freelancers as well, data entry operators, keyers, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, anyway, that's the name of the video. Let's roll with it. Okay, site number 1 is Clickworker, clickworker.com. The way Clickworker works is that they get jobs in bulk and send the jobs to their teams to complete. So you can apply to be on their team, and if they have an opening, then they'll take you on. So the quantity of jobs accessible to you will rely upon how well you perform. And so the quality of your work leads to an increase in pay and how much you can make from this platform. So the work time is flexible, and you're paid either month to month or week by week through PayPal. Site number 2 is Fiverr, fiverr.com with a double R, just in case you didn't know. I've used Fiverr many times in the past for various different things. They've really evolved from the website where people would go to get something done cheaply to a website showcasing many skilled sellers across a broad range of industries who aren't doing it on the cheap anymore. So become a seller and see what jobs are available. That's what they call them. You become a seller, as you can see up here in the top right. So the next one is FreeUp.net. This is number 3, by the way, FreeUp.net. Quite similar to Clickworker in that they get major clients and then they source for freelancers or contractors to do the work for them. So you can work from any part of the world, much like any of these platforms, really. So these are really some global opportunities. You can list anything you'll do for $5, kind of sounds like the old Fiverr. Number 4, Guru, which is guru.com. Quite similar to Clickworker. This site is easy to navigate, so you can connect with the job easily, and they make use of the safe pay payment system, which is always good. So you simply hit, where's the button? You simply hit the find jobs, that button there, which will take you over at the top, and then search data entry here, which I've already taken liberty of doing, for a long list of opportunities to bid on. You can also filter by hourly rate or fixed fee, or jobs with a maximum number of bids or location, amongst many other things. Number 5, microWorkers. So microWorkers, as the name infers, is a micro-tasking site, and they offer a range of opportunities, and a sizable portion of those may incorporate data entry. Not all of them, but many of them do. So the way their payment system works is that you complete jobs and let your payments accumulate, and when the payout limit is reached, the money is sent straight into your account. They have a minimum payout limit of $10 per payout. But sometimes you need to be a little bit careful of trick jobs offered through microWorkers. So other types of micro-task crowdsource companies, aside from microWorkers, is the Smart Crowd and Amazon MTurk. So you might also want to check out them. There's a little 2 bonuses for you. To say it again, it's the Smart Crowd and Amazon MTurk. Number 6 is Peopleperhour. So how much work can you get done in an hour and at what rate? Now, when someone visits this site and searches for the skill data entry, a long list of freelancers pops up. The trick is working out how to get to the top of that list. So the site allows you to work per hour or submit a proposal for what you would like to do continuously. It pays in bank transfer or PayPal, and the site is US and UK based, but it really is open worldwide. It is another global opportunity. Finally, site number 7 is Upwork, upwork.com. I've used this site many times. In fact, I continuously use it for various, my blog editor is from Upwork, and I continue to pay her through Upwork. So my best working experience was with them, as they really have lots of work available in various different categories. Through Upwork, you can work from any country, much like all these platforms. Through Upwork, another global opportunity, you can work on pay per hour or fixed price assignments. And yeah, by all means, go in, see what other freelancers are actually charging, because then you'll get a feel for what you can charge too. So I hope you got something out of that. Over on the side here, we've got the subscribe button right here. So be sure to hit that if you're not already a subscriber, and another couple of videos on the far side related to this whole series on data entry that we're doing. So have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.